Hey, what's up? My name is Colby Sharp. I am a fifth grade teacher in Michigan. Welcome to my channel. Here on the channel, we try to help kids fall in love with reading. And we do that by talking about awesome books for kids. Welcome to the third episode of Book Mail, where I share some of the books that I got in the mail this week, and we talk a little bit about them. And I accidentally pronounce authors' names wrong. Sorry. When I do a regular book talk video, I will look up their name and how to say it and all that stuff. But when I'm opening books kind of on the fly, it doesn't always work out that way. Check out my cat. All right, so we're going to open these books. We're going to talk a little bit about them, and hopefully you can find some books that you want to put on your radar. And if you're new here, consider subscribing so you can be notified anytime I share something new. All right, so kind of just open up the books and talk a little bit about my initial reactions. Raleigh Jefferson, Awesome, Friendly, Spooky Stories by Jeff Kinney. I actually bought a copy of this, and I have two copies, which is important because this book is flying through the readers in my classroom. It's so fun. It's so funny. Raleigh is hilarious. His spooky stories make me smile and laugh, and I cannot wait to share that with more kids. Leonard, My Life as a Cat. That looks fun. It's kind of like a hologram. You can't really see it, but it's kind of like a hologram. It looks like the Earth is there. So maybe this cat is from outer space. I don't know, but it looks fun. I can't wait to book talk that after I read it. Next up, let's see what we have here. Ooh. Agent 9, James Burks. I'm actually, my son and I have another copy of this. My son and I are actually reading this. So I'm reading this every night with my 6-year-old, and we are loving it. This cat is pretty wild, but check this out. It also came with this Top Secret. It's got my name on it. Let's see what's in this envelope. I really like James. He wrote the Bird and Squirrel books, which I am a huge fan of. Uh-oh. Colby S. Super Secret Spy Service. I'm going to need to put that in my wallet. In case anyone's wondering, I pull that out and it's got my name on it. Super Secret Spy Service. Put that in there. I actually started sewing patches on my backpack. Well, I have one patch. So now I might actually put these on my school bag. That's pretty fun. Love that. Got a little pin. This is all out. Way to go, James Burks and the people at Penguin. I'm an official member of the super secret S4 tasked with keeping the world safe from maniac supervillains. Bet you didn't know that about me. Bookmark. It's so fun. Love that kind of stuff. I can't wait to show that stuff to my 5th graders in class. They'll love it. All right. In my mask. Oh, well, that looks awesome. You want to add that to your to-read list. Wow. Let's have a look inside. Oh, it's beautiful. I'd have to read that one aloud to my kids after I check it out myself. All right, got some, get to use my pocket knife. I really want to be a pocket knife person who carries a pocket knife, but I don't think that's who I am. All right. Oh, this is part of a book blogger thingy, book talker thing I'm doing. So it's this new outdoor school stuff. Check it out. Hiking and camping, rock, fossil, and shell hunting. You have this little essential survival guide. I need that. An animal. This is so cool. Animal watching. Check all that out. Holy smokes. And then we have spot. Look at all this cool stuff. I'm excited to learn more about that. This little series and stuff. That should be fun. I'm getting so excited. All right. Ooh, I'm very excited about this. I am doing a like a live stream. Her publisher, Karen Cushman, Newbery medalist publisher, asked me to host a conversation with her here soon. So I'll try to put the link to that down below. I think it's in April, early April. So if you're watching this afterwards, maybe you can watch the replay. But I get to have a chance to talk with her. And anytime you get a chance to talk with a legendary Newbery Medal winning author, you take that and you do that. So I'm really excited. That cover, is this like a World War II time maybe? Pretty excited about that. So that's definitely going to be a book I'm going to read. That'll probably get moved to the top of my to-read pile. It's all very exciting, friends. Very, very exciting. A knife here. Let's see what we got here. Always a lot to clean up after this. It's brother time. Oh, it's big brother time. It's big sister time. Just learned one of our teachers at school is going to have a child, so might be a baby shower possibility. We'll always look into that. I know the nice dream truck. Ooh, I can get behind the nice dream truck. So like ice cream truck, maybe. From the Stars of I Mom So Hard, The Meanest of Meanies, a book about love. So I'm guessing that they are like influencers or celebrities. I don't know I Mom So Hard, but always know that they're like famous people when the back of the book has a giant picture of them. So I'm guessing that they are, the artist one. I'm guessing that they're super famous online. I Mom So Hard. If you know about them, tell me about them in the comments. I Mom So Hard. That's fun. It's a hashtag. I Mom So Hard. All right. I don't know what this is. It looks like maybe like something to hang in my classroom. Some art or something, or a poster. Oh, that's cool. Got a little letter. Oh, that's nice. Check this out. Frederick Douglass, The Black Friend. If you haven't read it, I have a whole bunch of copies back there. But yeah, that's beautiful. I wonder how Frederick feels about having a giant picture of himself. It's kind of fun. All right, let's see what's next. Gonna have to do some recycling here. Whoa. How beautiful does that look? Good night. Whoa. Holy smokes. How my cat's doing? Good. All right. Just a few more boxes left to do here in this party. I'm so excited to see what's in this big old box. Right, these are from Kids Can Press. I usually get a couple boxes from them a year. Always fun. So we'll go quickly. I'm gonna have to dig into these a little bit more afterwards. 1, 2, 3, off to school. Ooh, I love this cover. That one's gonna be rad instantly. Yeah. The collectors. I was a big collector of things as a kid. Sports cards mostly. That looks really cool. Sakamoto Swim Club, how a teacher led an unlikely team to victory. Oh boy, I love stories about like coaches and unlikely victories and teams winning and chasing dreams. Like, like kind of like the Cool Running, Miracle on Ice, those stories. Love that kind of stuff. Wingmaker, love that cover. So many good books, y'all. Sounds all around. There's always jewels in the Kids Can Press box. Napoleon versus the Bunnies. Head-to-head history. I have the biggest bunny fan in all of the United States in my class. So I'm going to have to show her that book tomorrow. Poem in My Pocket. Oh, Poem in My Pocket Day coming up in April. Very exciting. Happy Poetry Month. Roar. Wild Story of Musical. That looks fun. Walking for Water. Kids are always fascinated in water stories and getting healthy. Well, this is a dog book. Not gonna lie, that looks really, really captivating. Oh boy. Can't wait to read that. I'm not gonna write all the books down in the description, but if you ever want to pause it, then you can write it down. That's no dino, or is it? Big, huge dinosaur fans upstairs here at this house, so can't wait to share that one. Extremely Gross Animals. That looks really gross. Like a hagfish or something. Kids are gonna like it. Mad for Ads, How Advertising Gets and Stays in Our Head. I'm obsessed with this kind of stuff. I can't wait to read it. I have my friend, his name is Jason. He's actually a graphic designer. I always wear his hat, Smart A Design Co. So I'm gonna have to share this book with him because he is my favorite graphic designer. See Where We Come From. First book of family heritage. That, like, I'm telling you, like, this stuff is just so interesting and so hard to find awesome just nonfiction for kids. It's not hard, it's just expensive. There's just so many books we need because kids all love different things. From our Binky the Space Cat author, Ashley Spires. Bert the Beetle Doesn't Bite. It's gonna be easy sell because they're gonna love that. Wednesday Wilson Gets Down to Business. I often am a huge fan of books about like kid entrepreneurs and kids starting businesses and trying to make money. I love when kids try to sell things at school. I just think it's awesome. Sloth and Squirrel in a Pickle. Sloth, Squirrel, Pickle. Why wasn't it thought of before now? Like 3 amazing things, put them together. You have a book, it's so fun. Arnold the Super-ish Hero. Oh, that looks fun. I think it says 5 cents. Not really for the price. So a lot of great books there from Kids Can Press. Oh, I got some reading to do, folks. I've been knocking out the novels. This is I'm gonna have to spend a couple days catching up on some of these amazing picture books. That's a lot of them. All right. How to Become a Planet. Don't know anything about this book, but I do love that cover. I'm running out of space here. Girlhood, Teens Around the World in Their Own Voices. That sounds like a middle school dream book right there. So Embarrassing. Oh, I love her books. Just Grace and all that stuff. That's going to be fun. So Embarrassing. Body Talk, 37 Voices Explore Our Radical Anatomy. Just kind of checking out some of the names there. Alex Gino. This is going to be great. Julie Murphy. Wow. Looks like an important book. Got a little bit of some note cards there. The Oddmeyer, Book 3, Deepest Darkest. Love that cover. I've not read the first 2. Falling Behind. How to Get Away with Myrtle. Some great covers. Oh, this is the Algonquin box, right? Is that what this is? Yeah. Oh, another book. It's super fun. The Scape Gracers. Ooh, that looks kind of scary. Book 2, we just showed you book 3 a second ago. Up All Night, 13 Stories Between Sunset and Sunrise. Well, that's a clever anthology. Up All Night. Good night. Good night, that's kind of dorky. Okay, so we got all these books. Nice. Nice. That looks really cool. The walls. This one just pops. This one's popping. This one's popping into the to read list. Love. going to be hard to decide what to read and what to read first. For Shadow, stories to celebrate the magic of reading and writing YA. Lori Halls Anderson, Jason Reynolds, Nicole. All right, so there's some names. Osho, How to Go Anywhere and Not Get Lost. I'm really terrible at directions. Like if my phone dies, I'm lost. So gonna need that one. Skunk and Badger, which I loved. I just heard that there's gonna be a second one coming out soon. Kids on the March. What a great time to be alive and be a teacher. So many amazing young people in the world. Enduring Freedom. Looks like it's gonna be one that kids are super into right from the get-go. How Do You Live? A heartwarming Japanese classic with over 2 million copies sold. Well, that's fun. It's in English for the first time. 2 million copies. Ooh, look at that. Skunk and Badger print. Hear My Voice, Testimonials of Children Detained at the Southern Border of the United States. That will probably be the first book that I read here. It looks like it's English and Spanish. So like when you flip it over and read it frontwards to back, like the other way, it's in Spanish. Awesome. If You Go With Your Goat to Vote. Never too early to talk about voting. And Constitution Decoded, a guide to the document that shapes your nation. We're like learning about this stuff in 5th grade, so gonna need to read that. All right, let's try to get through here quickly these last 2 boxes. Okay, thanks for sticking it out. Oh, yay! I have seen these, but I haven't read these. Wonder Woman of Science, Oddity, Candlewick. They sure, are these Candlewick? Yeah, Candlewick makes beautiful books, don't they? All right, and one last box. Open now. Yes, Scholastic, whatever you say. Exciting new advanced reader copies inside. Well, if they're exciting, holy smokes. Nice little letter from my friend Lizette. Valentine's Day cards. That'll be fun next year. I have to save those. The Power of Story, little magazine here talking about these books. A lot of their books. That's fun. Okay, Discovery of Dragons. To save a species, he'll have to first save himself. That looks fun. The Great Destroyers. I'll go a little quick here. I got to get to work. I'm reading The Graveyard Riddle by Lisa Thompson, author of The Goldfish Boy. My principal's a huge fan of The Goldfish Boy, so I'm going to have to show her that one. Melody Bird has discovered an abandoned old building in the corner of a graveyard. No thank you. I'd much rather read about that than experience that. Josephine Against the Sea. Not going to lie, that cover is calling me. Our Girl from the Sea. Yep, looks like a graphic novel. One summer can change everything. Isn't that the truth? Better with Butter. Better with Butter. Oh, Butter. 12-year-old Marvel is afraid of everything. She fears amusement parks, rides, food poisoning, earthquakes, and that big island of plastic floating in the ocean. She also obsesses about her smaller worries like making friends, getting called on by the teacher, and walking home alone. I think a lot of kids are going to see themselves in this book. Ethan Young, The Dragon Path, another graphic novel. Who Will Survive the Dragon Path? Read to find out. Fearless. A fearless rider never leaves a friend behind, another graphic novel. Graphics is just crushing it. Crushing it. Another book by this beloved author. I have a YA book here. The Ghost We Keep. From Nerd to Ninja, Ninja Kid. Ooh, it's an illustrated novel. I like those. I think I know. You don't even have to read that. Like, I already have some kids in mind there. Debbie's got a new book, Just Be Cool. So fun. The Last Gate of the Emperor. Some great covers out there. Scholastic always makes beautiful books. Linked, Gordon Corman. Past, present, future, right, wrong, it's all connected. Gordon Corman, you can't deny something is wrong when it's right there in front of you. You know, I've never talked to Gordon Corman. I should have him on like the Yarn podcast or something, because he's just interesting to me. Block by Ben Oliver, second book in the Loop trilogy. On the Hook. Looks cool. One Small Hop. A bike trip to save the world starts with 4 friends and a frog. I'm in. Like that right there. A bike trip to save the world starts with 4 friends and a frog. I'm all in. With humor and empathy, acclaimed author Madeline Rosenberg builds an all too imaginable future ravaged by climate change where one kid can lean on his friends and dream up a better tomorrow. Let's do it. Ooh, from the author of You Should See Me in a Crown, Rise to the Sun, 3 days, 2 girls, 1 life-changing music festival. Music festivals, remember when those were a thing? Oh boy. Simone breaks all the rules. Look at her eyes there. Like, what is she looking at? Ooh, perfect for friends of You Should See Me in a Crown and Netflix's Never Have I Ever. I don't know what that is. Never Have I Ever. Oh, this looks fun. Skyborn, Sparrow Rising. You just see that cover and you can probably think of like a bunch of kids who would like be all in on this July release. Skyborn. Oh, I want to read this one. Taking Up by Allison. I have seen this book a lot around, so I need to check this one out for sure. And then Miles Morales, Shockwaves by Justin A. Reynolds. Yeah, that's cool. Spider-Man graphic novel. Not going to be hard to sell that one to kids. You and Me and the End of the World. This is no ordinary apocalypse. And that's all we have today, friends. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Book Mail. This is volume 3. As you can see, we have a lot of books to read. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you staying to the end. Always, always, always remember the books that we read, the books that we bless will end up being the books that our kids read and that our kids fall in love with and that our kids give a chance. So read as many kids' books as you can because it makes all the difference. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Colby Sharp. I hope you have an awesome, tastic day.